What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stokastic here on the Odd Shopper channel, coming to you with another edition. Hope ladies, leans, likes, and locks MLB. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Goes a long way for me on this video. Goes a long way for you. That way you become a prize whenever great content is going live here at the little neck of the YouTube woods. Friday ended up being good. Saturday ended up being great. Sunday ended up being okay. So that's 3 straight MLB days where I'm not banging my head against a wall. Sunday wasn't all that good, but we got the Jonah Heim home run across the board. That was good in the premium Discord. And again, what's the easiest way to sign up for that thing? BetMGM. You get 2 months of OS premium Discord there. Odd Shopper itself. Going down in below in the video description box below. You click on the link. You sign up at BetMGM. You're going to get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets when your first bet loses. If your first bet loses. If it wins, you just keep the money and then life is grand, because then you're going to get that and the 2 months. That is my betting card every single Sunday through Friday. And hey, Saturday, threw one in there too, because hey, if I'm betting, I want to be throwing all of those into the Discord, and it ended up being a smash on Saturday. That was a bona fide smash city. Anyway, can't say smash anymore. Also, 21 and over, if you've got a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Do all of those things here too. I'll talk about them a little bit later, but this is going to be a quick and easy one here in the MLB streets. I know Jacob's sad about that. He really routinely loves these 15-game slates. My producer behind the virtual glass there, Jacob. He's a real one. But anyway, we got 8 games. Going to be a fast one. Lots of bets, though, that I do like on the board. Let's get it going right off the bat. A little afternoon baseball there in Boston. Producer Jacob, let's get to the picks. Let's get uncomfortable right off the bat here. I do have a bet from it. It's Tampa Bay. It's Boston. We have Shane McClanahan on the mound, who has just been awesome. The lefty, he's spinning it with a 29.1% K rate for the Rays, 215 expected batting average. The 9.6% walk rate is a thing, and well, there's definitely some speed on the base paths when you get somebody like Duran and Raimel Tapia if he ends up in there, but I doubt it because it'd be left on left, and that would be stupid. I've seen dumber things in baseball, though, over the course of the last couple of weeks, so whatever. All I know is Tampa Bay gets a date with Brian Bayo, who once upon a time was a dude that I wanted to back coming out of AAA because he had some strikeout stuff. It's starting to sneak back into the repertoire with a 23.2% K rate, a 467 expected slugging, 50% hard hit percentage. That's not good. That's really bad. But the 23.2% K rate, having the ability to get strikeouts is definitely something you still want to be seeing here. And Tampa Bay, yes, they are leading baseball in terms of WRC plus against right-handed pitching. That's difficult. And yet one of the bets that's projecting out for me best on the board on the day is Boston plus 1.5, and this just simply has to do with run creation themselves. You're getting minus 120 to back a team that I think has overperformed in terms of what their lineup is. And Justin Turner, you get to flip him around much better against lefties over the course of this season. It does neutralize the likes of Verdugo, Yoshida, but still Yoshida's been good against everybody, as has Devers left on left here against McClanahan. So thought I was going to sneeze. While I thought for sure that I would end up on the Tampa Bay side of this one, the numbers don't really bear it out. I don't think there's a lot of plus 1.5s that show up on this program, so take stock when they do. Don't think the money line at plus 144 over at FanDuel Sportsbook is good enough for me to take the shot, but plus 1.5 minus 120 gets our day going, even in a loss against McClanahan. As long as they lose by 1, I'm a happy camper. Plus 1.5, I like it. Oh, Philadelphia, you absolutely opened the floodgates, and somebody on Twitter decided to tell me, hey, Kyle Schwarber's so good in the month of June. I don't care. I mean, it makes sense that most hitters are better in the month of June, and why? Well, you get weather warmer. The ball carries more. It's humid out there in Philadelphia. I'm not going to live in Philadelphia. Shout out the real ones who do, but Detroit, they're going to be facing this Philly team, and Aaron Nola on the mound, he's very good at the old pitching, 35.8% hard hit percentage, 6% walk rate. The Ks, I don't know what's happened to the Ks. He's down to a 21.5% K rate. He's only 30. He had a 29.1% K rate last season, so that is definitely on the alarm bells. It's a little bit concerning, and yet not all that concerning when you get a date with Detroit who can't hit you, can't hit me. I bet I could get a couple of pitches. No, that's a stupid thing to say. Well, maybe. Look at some of these numbers. These Detroit hitters. They've been overperforming. Spencer Torkelson's starting to take the cover off of it. Zach McKinstry, I do not expect this to continue. Akil Baddoo, don't mind me if I Akil Badon't, but Whatever. Philadelphia -1.5 is definitely going to be on the card because on the other side is Joey Wentz. We've been picking on him quite a bit this season. A 497 expected slugging, just an 18.4% K rate. He does neutralize the likes of Harper and Schwarber, considering he's a lefty. But the 5.63 expected ERA against both hands, wowzer. It doesn't really matter who your name is, what your name is. You're probably going to find a way to get the ball in play against Joey Wentz. So he can go back from whence he came. Another bad one. Philadelphia, -1.5. I do like it. Next up on our tour, we head to Miami. That's a good place to go, except for, well, I don't know. It's a winning baseball team. They covered -1.5 on Saturday and Sunday, and it was on the cord. Both of those, they were down 5-1, and yet you're like, well, Oakland bullpen, we're probably going to find some runs, and we did. What a time to be alive. But this go around, we've got Carlos Hernandez and Braxton Garrett. Now, Carlos Hernandez, I do not expect to be long for this game, and I was going through some of the options of who could be the long reliever. They've usually used Mike Myers or Mayers, M-A-Y-E-R-S. Why can I not just... M-A-Y-E-R-S. I'm like 5 years old, can't spell. Mike Myers, one of the two. He's had 3 appearances now at the big league level, 1.35 ERA, 1.13 whip, and went 6 innings against St. Louis. It is an, oh, there you go. There's the blurb. Showed up 20 minutes ago. And I did this research an hour ago, so it is what it is. Mike Myers is expected to be the primary pitcher. Breaking news. Carlos Hernandez is going to be in that opening role. He's got a 31.9% K rate. Once upon a time was just elite. Not very good, but decent enough just in terms of a bullpen guy. Then you're going to turn it over to Myers, and it is what it is. Overall, though, there's no line officially because, again, that blurb just dropped, and, well, there's no availability here. I'm obviously going to be leaning there on the Miami side, not because Braxton Garrett is good this season. 23.8% K rate, that's above average, but a 47.2% hard hit percentage, 41 expected slugging. The only thing he gets is he gets a great matchup going up against Kansas City in his great home ballpark there in Miami. So it's going to be a lean on the Miami money line until other information becomes available. I doubt I end up on a total if it opens at 8, like I expect it to. 8.5, I assume, could probably end up being the number 2. Want to see where that juice comes in on it. We'll take a look tomorrow. Doubt it ends up at 9. That'd be a little bit wild for me. But Kansas City, Miami money line, we're just going to move ourselves along. Least appealing game on the slate as it is right now. From the least appealing game to the most appealing game, in my humble opinion, I can show humility from time to time. Pittsburgh, -1.5 here. Oh my God, it's just, shouldn't just give the play away, but there you are. It's like my first day. It's my first day of the week. Mondays, am I right? Even though it's Sunday evening. NBA Finals just started. I'm not watching it because I'm researching baseball in my dungeon. All right, let's talk about Johan Oviedo here because I am about to be backing him going up against this Oakland team, mainly because Oakland against righties is a terrible baseball team. A 26.4% K rate, just a 79 WRC plus. That's third worst in baseball with a 126 ISO. Do they have Ryan Noda? Is he pretty? Is he of note? Noda. That was a Bikram yoga stretch, as Kobe would say. Rip. Ryan Noda, Brent Rooker, Seth Brown, Jonah Bride. Not my bride, Shane Langoliers. Yeah, that was Sia for you. Don't really know what to say other than Oakland's not a very good baseball team, and we should probably be targeting them like I did over the entire weekend with Miami. They came through in spades, and I think Pittsburgh, they're primed to do the same. They get to face JP Sears, which, like the store Sears, should be closed. He's got a 1.07 whip, which is pretty impressive, so I'm not going to completely besmirch him like I just did, but a 482 expected slugging, a 41.9% hard hit percentage. The Southpaw has a 4.87 expected ERA, so I expect negative regression for him, and then you get to this bullpen, and friends, it doesn't look good back there. Just, I don't know what the books are supposed to do here in this kind of a spot. Plus 162 on the money line for Oakland. Best available number currently at Caesars Sportsbook. No, thank you. Not grading out nicely for me. I mean, they've won 12 baseball games. 12. How do we even start to put? Yeah, we're locking Pittsburgh -1.5 here in this spot. You get this over 6.50 xFIP bullpen. They are the gift that keeps on giving. And hey, I know that this might seem like an inflated line here, but we're getting plus money, plus 116 at FanDuel Sportsbook right now. If this is even money, go ahead and stay away at -1.5 if you really feel like it. But even at that number, I think I'd be interested for like plus 116 is just lock, fire it up, throw it to the moon, do all of the things. Knocks in the moon. Shout out the mummy. Pittsburgh -1.5. If you're still listening, BetMGM, here's what you want. 2 free months of Odd Shopper Premium Discord. Myself, Ben Raza, Eitan Shander, Isaiah Suaro, so many great participants there in that premium Discord, myself included, of course. You're going to get my betting card every single Sunday through Friday, completely free when you sign up over at BetMGM. If you have not opened an account yet, you simply go to the video description box below, click on that link, come hang out in one of the coolest communities you could ever be a part of. I'm not the only one throwing in bets every single day. We're talking through everybody's parlays. We're talking through everybody's individual bets. We're smashing the home run department this entire season. And now the other stuff is coming along for the ride because we're just getting good. We are figuring it out, my friends. And so BetMGM, that isn't it though. That isn't it. You're also, when you put your first wager in, if it doesn't win, you're going to get those bonus bets added back to your account up to $1,000. Yes, let's say you put $100 on a money line that I recommend here on Monday. Let's say that it wins. You get that 100 back. If it's plus 100, of course, you're going to get the money that you win in your account. But if it loses, you're getting that $100 you wagered back in bonus bets over at BetMGM up to $1,000. So take advantage of it. You want to be taking advantage of these sportsbook promotions. It's how you build a bankroll. It's how you sustain a bankroll. So maybe do that. Go to that video description box below. It takes you 2 minutes. Thank you to BetMGM. Check it out, my friends. You want exposure to all these books, and this one, gotta say, one of the best deals around. It's only if you're 21 and over, and if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Alrighty, y'all, halfway point. Let's get back to the picks. I want to do a lot with this baseball game, and I just kind of need to see some numbers. We've got Houston, Toronto. Well, we have the numbers for the outright market, -132 on the Toronto side, which I kind of don't agree with and was about to fire a Houston wager. But then I started taking a good hard look at Brandon Bilak, who is their starting pitcher, 500 expected slugging, just a 21.2% K rate. He's 27 out of Notre Dame. Go Fighting Irish. I've never said that before. I don't believe that. But a 3.19 ERA is such smoke and mirrors that there aren't really words for it. A 5.48 expected ERA this season. I don't know what to say about that. That's just asking for disaster when you face a Toronto team that has a 114 WRC plus against righties, 4th best mark in baseball, 163 ISO. And yes, I want to be paying attention to whether that roof is open or not. There are certain park factors that play differently there. Roof open, roof closed up there in Toronto. We'll take a look tomorrow, but looks like good weather. However, I want to be targeting Alek Manoah from now until eternity. He might be, it's so ironic because we had Jose Barrios, we had Yusei Kikuchi. We really, other than the first week or two of the season, and then we got out because we realized we might have gotten a little bit lucky to run good and get some wins against those guys. They have shown vast improvements. Jose Barrios, I'm still going to target from time to time, but Alek Manoah is the worst of the three so far this season. And that can't be understated because he was expected to be another stud. Him, Gausman, Chris Bassett. That has not been the case. It has been the lineup or bust here for these guys. One, Kevin Gausman's just ridiculous. But a 385 xWOBA, a 17.6% K rate, and a 15% walk rate for a guy who never had a great K rate to begin with. I mean, his rookie season when he was 23, before he put on the old LBs, if you will, he had a 27.7% K rate. Now that went down to 23% last season, and now down to 17.6% this season. Zoic Scoob, what does it all mean? Well, it means we want to be targeting home run balls with some of these lefties. Yeah, we do. And just so happens, Houston might have the best one in baseball. Jordan Alvarez, my God, look at his swing. It is so good. 274 average, 15 homers, 957 OPS. And then, well, the more indicative thing, go to the old StatCast data, because what is the best thing a hitter can do? It is smash the baseball. And now with no shift, it helps lefties a lot. 55.4% hard hit percentage, 597 expected slugging with a 15.7 degree average launch angle. He is optimal I mean, just Optimus Prime from the left side out there. Optimal home run type swing. Optimal guy to be backing in this spot. If this is better than plus 225, yeah, I can't believe I just said that either. Better than plus 225 puts Yordan Alvarez on my card. It should go on your card too. Up there in Toronto also gets that 9th inning boost. Just a little tiny tweak in the old projections. Give me Yordan Alvarez on the road here. 2 home run, a lean, but better than plus 225. You're betting it. To Great American Small Park, there was some offense there on Sunday. Well, we're running it back here. Interesting thing where some of these Sunday series run into Mondays. It's throwing me off a little bit. Not really calibrated for this shit yet. Not really calibrated for life either. But Julio Teheran has been calibrated. I don't know why I'm using calibrated as the word. That is incorrect. I don't know why he's good right now. Yeah, we'll just keep basic words the theme of the day because otherwise I'm just trying to sound smart. Julio Teheran. Wow, 2 starts, 0.82 ERA, 0.82 whip. I expect negative things to happen from here on out for him because, well, he's not this good. Has a 291 xWOBA, but that's ridiculous. But just an 11.9% K rate, 3.42 expected ERA, it's got to go up. We're expecting things. Now, does it happen here against Cincinnati? That's more of the question here, and that's where Andrew Abbott on the other side, we're paying attention to him. He is a youngie. He's an absolute baby. Southpaw. That's useful going up against this Milwaukee team, mainly because the Rowdy Telez's, the Christian Yelich's, those guys, a lot of their best hitters exist on the left side of the baseball. And, well, Cincinnati, Great American Small Park, you still are going to need something out of Mr. Abbott here, more than likely to make it a successful venture. I don't really know what I think, though, about... What am I trying to get at? I'm just looking at the under here. He has really good numbers, guys. That's really what it is. 3.05 ERA, 1.04 whip. Does it translate from AA, where he is at AA Chattanooga, to the AAA starts? He's had 7 of those. Those are really good numbers. In this ballpark, I'm not positive, but willing to find out. Almost bet this. Under 10, that's going to be the lean. It's a big number. Big number posted here in Great American Small Park, considering Teheran's been good. Looks like Abbott could be good. Jury's still out here. I think it's a wait-and-see approach, so just going to be a lean here. Maybe somebody wants to take this thing up to 10.5. That would be a far better number, and then I would click like. 2 games to get to. Quick and easy day. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell as we head to Texas, which has never failed offensively ever. My God, did you watch Sunday's baseball game? Jonah Heim? The Heimlich maneuver. Heim, the band. That's a bunch of chicks, and they're really cool. But either way, St. Louis, Texas, going to be a fun one for runs because apparently that's all Texas does at this point. And we have Adam Wainwright on the mound. We can establish at this point in time he's 100 years old. We can also establish not so good at the throwing of the baseball. 12.9% K rate, super, super low. Not going to be missing bats. That's bad when facing Adolis Garcia, Josh Young, Ezekiel Duran, Curry Seager, Nate Lau. I mean, my God. Just, how does Adam Wainwright get through this baseball game? Now, it's sitting at 9.5 with some juice there on that over, but Martin Perez on the other side has been a very disappointing pitcher compared to what he's put up the last couple of years. Just a 16.3% K rate. We kind of expected that, but the 291 expected batting average, it's not what you're looking for here. And I do think there's some good enough hitters on the other side of this one for St. Louis, like really good hitters, like, I don't know, Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado. They're pretty good against lefties. It's going to be problematic. So one of the easier plays on the card, don't think this is in lock territory, but over 9.5 in this ballpark with these 2 offenses, absolutely against these starting pitchers. Thought about locking, but it's not going to get there yet. Over 9.5, thumbs up. And our last game of the night also gets a play because, hey, we have been picking on Blake Snell every single time out. Do you know Blake Snell's record on the season? Waiting, go ahead, just guess. He's 1-6. That's not counting games that he started out of his 11 that have resulted in losses as well. But I'm telling you, he's been broken since the beginning of the season, and it's like the books don't care. In fact, he's probably been the guy that we've targeted the absolute most on this card, and it makes me sick. Because I'm about to click on Kyle Hendricks as the guy that I'm backing here. He's 33. He's never been my favorite pitcher. He never strikes guys out in any kind of a major capacity. And he himself has a 6.69 expected ERA. throwing always a changeup, always a sinker, and mixed with it. Doesn't have any velocity. I don't know what to say. I think he's a walking beanbag chair, but unfortunately, this is a game of value. And I know I read the other comments the other day. Eric, I don't like these value bets. I want locks. I want everything to be secure. What's your safest play on the board? Well, obviously the Cubs, they're huge dogs here. They're not the safest. Plus 143, not huge, but they're decent long shots here. I'm absolutely going to be taking them going up against Blake Snell, especially because I like the likes of these righties, whether it's Patrick Wisdom, whether it's Dansby Swanson, the new addition there. We've got one thing that I expect, Trey Mancini's going to start hitting the cover off the ball sooner rather than later, especially as weather heats up. Not necessarily here in San Diego, where it's a snow globe, but like the tropical version of that, just 70 every day. Real rough life down there for everybody in San Diego. But anyway, Chris Morel also getting to face a lefty here. We just want to pick on Blake Snell at these kind of numbers. So even if I don't like Kyle Hendricks, I don't like the 468 expected slugging, 362 ex-WOBA, and 13.7% walk rate from Blake Snell facing a murderer's row. Yeah, murderer's row may be a little bit overselling it. A decent row? Yeah, we'll go with that. A decent row of righties here. Nothing crazy, nothing wild, just a standard half unit for me here on the dogs. Plus 143, best available line here at Caesar Sportsbook. And this could trail up. Yeah, I think money might come in on the San Diego side, and we might be able to take it north. Although the Cubs, they are kind of a public team. I don't know where everybody comes out of the woodwork as a Cubs fan. So it is what it is. Talk through this one enough. Just do it. Cubs, money line. I like it. Goodbye. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Lakes, and Locks. You know what to do. Go to that comment section below. Let me know your favorite plays for Monday's slate. Let's get this day started off on the right foot. Let's do things dangerously. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to get out of here. I'm delirious. It's Monday. Let's have a good one, y'all. Check out BetMGM. Check out all the great things in that video description box below. Check out the great deals over at Stokastic and the DFS streets for you daily fantasy players as well. Year-long players. I think you can get a lot of benefit out of those advanced stats day in, day out, and projections as well. Sign up for that in the video description box below. But I'm going to get myself the heck up out of here. Until next time, friends, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the MLB streets on Monday.